Hey, what's going on? This is DK Smith. I'm sure a lot of y'all have been reading and watching the news, hearing terms you're unfamiliar with, like monetary policy, quantitative easing. Probably don't know what the hell that means. So I'm going to break down what that means, where the economy is right now, where I think it's going, and then I'm going to touch on unemployment a little bit and break down the difference between monetary and fiscal policy and what that means for y'all. All right, so let's dive right in. Let's take the economy and pretend that it's your significant other, right? So I'm going to use girlfriend. You can use boyfriend or whatever you want to use, right? So let's say the economy is like a needy, materialistic girlfriend, right? It's happy when you're spending money, when you get in the bag, when you showering it with gifts. She's happy. Like last year, man, she was ecstatic, super happy. Unemployment was low. Everybody had jobs, kicking it, right? Now, you brought a virus home. She didn't really like that. So you got a virus home. She has attitude. She's mad as hell. And she's like, nah, stay in the crib. And you like, what's wrong? What's wrong? You good? Are you all right? We good? Yeah, you good? And she's like, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm okay. That's where we are on the stock market right now. We're at the I'm fine moment for the stock market, which means everything ain't all good, y'all. Not to be the bearer of bad news, but you know what comes. You know what comes after the I'm fine moment. All right, now you got a picture of where we are on the economy. Let me tell you some stats and data. Right, currently in America, there's 157 employable Americans, right? So that means we have a workforce of 157 million people. Cool. Currently, 24 million people are unemployed. It's about 15%. Let me give you some context. In the Great Recession of 2008, the unemployment rate was 13.2%. In the Great Depression in 1933, the unemployment rate was 25%, 24.9 to be exact. Where does that leave us? Well, we're currently at 15%. If things keep going the way they're going, next week we'll be at 19%. And in Chicago and Illinois, we at least got another month left of being in the crib and not working. So, but the market's not crashed yet, right? Don't forget, the market and the economy are two totally separate things. They're not the same. They may be slightly correlated, but don't confuse the two. They're not the same. All right? Now, today, the chairman of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, he went on national television and he said, hey, the Fed, we've done pretty much all we can do. And now I am urging Congress to unleash great fiscal powers. A lot of you probably are asking, okay, there's that word again, fiscal powers. What does that mean? All right, let me break it down to you. So there are two ways that the American government and its quasi-governmental agencies can help influence the economy. You have monetary policy and you have fiscal policy. All right? Monetary policy, that's the tools the Federal Reserve uses to influence the economy. Two tools they use, two main tools: interest rates and money supply. All right? Interest rates right now are at historical lows, around zero. Yeah. So they're pretty tapped out. They don't really go into the whole negative interest rates thing. That's another video I'll explain if you guys really want to know the answer to that. So they're tapped out there, right? So what do you have left, right? You have the money supply. The money supply. Okay, what did they say last month? We're going to inject trillions of dollars into the economy. Everybody was like, cool, give me a check. All right. Which is cool. But if those are your main two tools, and you just, number one, you can't use interest rates anymore because they're already at zero, right? You slash them to zero. That's supposed to stimulate the economy. Cool. All right. Step two, money supply. That's what quantitative easing is. What quantitative easing just means that you're going to inject trillions of dollars into the economy. I'll do a video about how they do that if you guys really want to know. But for now, just trust me that they just just dumped a huge bag into the economy to try to help us spend money. Hey, spend money. Go, they print money. Let's spend it. Go, spend it, please. All right. That leads me to fiscal policy. The second way the government can influence the economy. Fiscal policy, that's tools used by the government, mainly Congress, right? Two tools they use mainly are taxes and government spending. Taxes, typically when taxes are high, people don't really want to work, and there's incentives, so they lower taxes, boost the economy, the whole trickle-down effect, if you believe in that. Then we have government spending. Government spending means, okay, we're going to try to influence job creation. We're going to try to influence demand for goods, and we're going to adjust our spending. So maybe they will have a program somewhere, to stimulate farming activity, right? So those are two ways that the government and its quasi-governmental agencies, like the Federal Reserve, can influence the economy. Today, the Fed said, bruh, we tapped out. We've unleashed all we can do. It's up to you, Congress, Trump, help us out. We can keep printing money, but that's going to lead to major inflation, which probably it already will, but it's a different topic again. So suffice this to say, everything's not all good. Don't get caught up in this market. I'm not trying to scare you. I don't know when the market is going to crash or even if it's going to crash. I don't know what crash means. I'm not a guru. But I will say this, that we're at an unemployment rate that just surpassed that of the Great Recession in 2008. And we're headed towards the unemployment rate of the Great Depression in 1933. So it's not all sunshine and rainbows out there. But again, timing-wise, I don't know. What should you be worried about and looking to do? Well, since the stock market has been overvalued for a couple of years, and that's due to PE ratios being high. Again, that's another topic I'll get on if you guys want to see that. I would consider probably thinking about not having all your money in the stock market. And if you do want to invest in the stock market, I would do it week by week. Let's say if you have 100 grand, I wouldn't put all 100 grand into the stock market right now. I would, do 10 grand at a time, if so you don't miss out on any gains. Because who knows? We still may have, we may have a couple years until we see the effects of this. If you ever watched the movie The Big Short, it's about the 2008 housing crisis, the recession. The investors that made the billions, the ones, they made the billions betting against the U.S. economy, they made those bets in 2006 and 2007. The economy didn't explode until the end of 2008. So there's always a little bit of a delay and a lag between economic reality and the market's reaction. I just want you all to understand the implications of the Federal Reserve's moves, what quantitative easing means. And now we know it means just throwing a bunch of money into the economy. There's a fancy word for that. And try to protect yourself. All right. Again, this is DK Smith. You can comment, debate me, whatever. I'm happy to answer questions. You want to DM me? Cool. All right. Enjoy and be safe, y'all.